Welcome
to another episode of
Drag Trash. I'm Queen James.
And I'm Millie Monroe. And welcome to another Friday.
Yeah.
Well, it's not Friday for you.
No,
it's Friday for us.
Wednesday for you.
It might be Wednesday.
If you're really keeping up.
Are you really keeping up?
Are you keeping up with us?
Are you keeping up with life?
Because you know what? You should be. Are you watching our show?
Are you?
Because you should be.
You should be.
Listen, I've got something to start off with.
Okay, yeah, let's hear it.
This is a nice Diet Coke I got going on right here. Shout out to Delta Work. I will always think of her now when I think of Diet Coke.
Yeah.
And I had a little revelation this week. I'm sure I've had it before, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I had a little extra lime juice in my fridge in a little thing that I squeezed it in the other day because I'm making cocktails. And I was like, oh, I'll put a little of this in my Diet Coke.
Yeah.
And I did. And oh my God.
But people really do that.
I know.
Right?
And there was I'm sure once upon a time there was also lime Diet Coke. Wasn't there they bottled that?
I don't know.
Anyway, yes, I know it's super common, blah, blah, blah. But delish.
It was good.
Delish.
What makes it great?
It changes the whole profile. So I add a good amount of it.
Okay.
And it's I don't know. Do you know how with Diet Coke, there's just that little bit at the end where it's just a little dull?
Okay, sure. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're not getting the full zing and the sugar and the bite of Coke.
Yes.
This adds the bite back.
Okay.
Because you're getting that extra acid.
Zing.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and then it also, I just love lime juice because it just tastes refreshing. I like drinks that have that in it. So yeah, it just felt really fresh. But I forgot to put it in this time. Oh no.
So it's just boring.
It's just boring Diet Coke.
It's just boring. I have a scooter story.
Ooh, let's hear it.
Today was the first day that I went
Rogue.
in makeup.
Oh.
And
did they recognize you?
Well, the woman who took my order, she's very nice, and who took my money. She I think she thought it was me.
Right.
She was pretty sure.
Okay.
But she didn't do the small talk like she usually does.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, I told you were Jesus-y.
I told you.
No, I think she was just
really
taken
funny.
aback. I mean, I'm got
Beautiful.
my hat, my glasses, and I'm like, give me my 2 drinks.
It's the perfect casual.
Well, she's like, oh, 2 today, huh? Well, first off, it's 3:30 in the afternoon. And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting 2.
And second of all, if you recognize me, you would know it's 2 or nothing.
Well, and so I was just like,
that's funny.
I just kind of stared ahead.
Yeah.
It took forever.
Boo. How different can your how unrecognizable are you with sunglasses? You're not seeing the full beat. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm in the same car.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Stoof.
You can't see the eye makeup. You can't really see the lips that hard with your sunglasses on. I feel if
Maybe
you're just looking in. So how does she not recognize you?
Oh, I think she was just scared.
Trying to be cool.
Maybe
she's
she was.
Maybe I don't want him to be uncomfortable with me.
really just wanted her to ask.
Yeah.
Because
this is such a good point about that, though.
Right, because I'm I'm here.
Yeah.
This is a part of me that you've never seen before.
Right.
It's like when we went to Cane's that one time after this, and all the girls came to the window to look at us.
Yeah, love that. And honestly, yeah, what we want, what we expect. And I can't speak for every drag queen, but yeah.
So
if you're nervous to talk about somebody, if it's complimentary or something like that, just do it.
You don't even have to say a compliment. You could be like, girl, you ugly. And I'd be like, listen, I tried.
Oh, no, don't say that. Don't say that to me. Punch you in the face.
Yeah, so
Not
that
true.
was
I'm
interesting.
not violent.
That
is interesting.
I have 3 of these today.
Good for you.
It's so bad.
Listen, I'm going hard. I had a coffee this morning.
Yeah.
Derek was like, I'm getting food to go. Would you like some? I was like, get me a Diet Coke. Because I thought I was going to add lime to it and I forgot. And then I've got a Red Bull in there for the next one.
You have a Red Bull at our house too.
I almost asked you to bring that. I wondered if it was still there.
It's still there.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I'll have it
we
later.
don't drink
I'll
it.
have it later.
Yeah.
Scooters. Ooh, and we're also going back out in public later.
We are.
Yeah.
We're going.
That was fab. You were doing
yes. Where are we going?
We're going to the St. Louis Contemporary Art Museum, or
Cam.
That
was me doing
Cam.
You should hire us.
See, tonight's the night.
Yeah, so there's 3 different shows going on. It's their spring and their summer. I did look it up, but I couldn't tell you. It's like 2 roads diverge in a yellow wood. It's one of those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a water one. I think there's 3.
Oh, right. Like new.
Well, you know.
York City. I haven't watched.
York. What? I can't do it. New York City.
This is how chronically online I am. I haven't ever seen.
What We Do in the Shadows?
Correct. But I've heard that audio everywhere. And my favorite streamer on the planet, Granny, has that like touch on her to go, whatever, like, and she frequently says it too. It's hilarious.
It's funny. That show's good. You would like it.
Oh, I know I would. I know I'd love the movie too. It's just like I'm sitting back and waiting for some reason.
We haven't seen the movie.
That together first.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
But we still have. We're like halfway through the last season.
Oh yeah.
You know me and finishing things. Scott made me watch the last 2 episodes of Parks and Rec this morning because we've been rewatching it. I was like, last night I was like, I don't want to finish it, and he's like, can we do it in the light of day? And I was like, ugh. And he's sitting there crying, and I'm like, okay.
This is why I didn't want to watch this. Moving on. That's fine.
But yeah. I don't know. Here it is.
Okay, I'm listening.
Yes, it's sad that something's ending and everything's done.
Correct.
But you know what it really is? Usually sitcoms, when they end and they do that last episode, they go off script. They go off formula. And so it's
They're
like
trying to do something memorable.
Pack in some things and memorable. And it's like, just do what you do best.
Well, it also just goes to show that like most of those are written not as like a full story for a full season.
Sure.
Like that was HBO shit.
Yes.
And so a lot of like primetime Big 3 network shows like that, they didn't wrap them up well because they were just trying to do a finale.
Right.
And they didn't have any storylines to wrap up.
Right.
So it was just kind of like, what's the most silly or crazy thing we can do with these characters last minute? Like Seinfeld is notorious for that.
And I guess maybe that's what people come to expect.
I don't know. I think that the I guess it may be so for those kinds of shows, but I think that the public has a lot more like, we want the storyline.
Yes.
We want the arcs. We want you to be putting the thought in ahead.
Well, obviously, there's a bunch of people writing fan fiction online.
Exactly. So like, yeah, do that, and then your finale. Not that it writes itself, but at least it has a point to land.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyways, we watched that, and
I like that show a lot.
it's good. Scott says it's the best show on television. It's not on television anymore, but
It's a pretty solid show.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid show.
It's pretty good.
Listen, if you had to say the best TV show of all time,
Of all time.
correct, what would you say?
It's something I've watched.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. I would love, it's The Sopranos. I just read that it's really important.
Will and Grace.
Do you know, that's really up there with me. It's probably second or third.
I think it's got to be up there.
Yeah, for sure. It's just like, it's really special.
Oh, it's very special.
It's wild that it happened when it happened.
Yes.
And wild with the shit that they got away with on that show.
A lot of stuff they got away with.
It's a good
But
show.
you couldn't even do it nowadays. You could not do it.
No. Great show.
I told Scott that I want the cast of Parks and Rec to regather because it like takes place in the future, right?
Right, like the last season, yeah.
And a lot of the stuff takes place in 2025, and they come back together for the first time on July 7th, 2025. And I was like, you know what? They need to.
That'd be a cute reunion.
They need to do that, especially if the national parks are going to be burned.
Oh my God, the
I
episode
think
writes.
they should come back
Yeah.
and be like, no!
Exactly.
I think it would be good.
I think so,
Like
too.
The West Wing. Remember they came back?
They did. Well, didn't they do like a reading though? I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either. But I will say that something kind of like that. A little more stuff into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I would like that. Didn't they do a thing where they came back for COVID?
Did they?
And they did an episode on Zoom?
Maybe.
I think they did.
Oh, well, then they won't come back for this. Unless the parks are actually burning down, then maybe.
And listen, that's any day now. Next topic.
Speaking of politics.
Oh.
Did you vote for mayor primaries?
I don't live in the city.
Oh, right. Well, I just wanted to talk about My address is on it.
Oh. Don't dox yourself.
So, I don't know who I don't know the results.
Okay.
I don't know the results. But Cara Spencer sent this to my house. And I think it's genius. You know why?
Why?
Have you looked inside of it?
No. Oh, the trash thing. You know what? I did see these around town. Yeah, and there's a pothole.
And she goes, the city needs to do their jobs. Fill those potholes. So, you probably see us talking about those all the time, and you're like, these freaks, that's not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's that bad.
It's that bad!
Yeah.
That your platform for running for mayor
Was potholes.
is potholes. And trash.
I know.
But potholes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see. She won or didn't win? I don't know.
I don't know. I forgot to look.
But I asked everybody at work, did you vote? Did you vote? Did you vote? No one voted. And I was like, well, how do you can't complain, can you? Can't complain.
That's tough.
But maybe they don't live in the city either.
That's true. Yeah, because you don't work in the city.
I don't.
You work in the
I
county.
don't. I work in the county.
Yeah. So
I
maybe
do.
they do. Or maybe they're bad citizens. Whoops.
Can I tell you what happened on 911 this morning?
Oh my God. Yeah, go ahead.
911 season 8 is back.
Okay, let's go.
First off, starts with Maddie. Do you know who Maddie is?
No.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Okay.
She's on the 911 phone calls.
Got it.
And it's like, oh my God. It's a... She's like, 911, what's your emergency? And this voice comes on the phone.
Okay.
Spoilers. And it's like a voice changer, obviously.
Oh,
it's
right.
like, I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know. I feel terrible. And she's like, calm down. How are you? And they're like, I kidnapped somebody and I'm going to kill her. And then she's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So,
not the victim on the phone, by the way.
Yeah.
She was like, different scenario.
Yes. So, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That's like the whole B plot storyline because A plot was all about Buck and Eddie.
Get into it.
Because Eddie
Because they've been reading your fan fiction.
Eddie is officially leaving for El Paso.
Bye.
He told everybody he was leaving. He was going back to Christopher. And Buck is so mad.
Wait, one of them is gay?
Buck is bisexual.
Got it.
Buck is actually bisexual. But we
it.
have just started to get into those waters.
Okay. Shallow.
Yeah, because Tommy, the guy he dated, was like, yeah, I can't date you unless you're out of the closet.
So he wasn't out at the time.
Yeah, and
But now he's going back to El Paso to this person?
No, Eddie is not gay. Eddie is his best friend who we all want him to be involved with.
Gotcha.
And, oh my God. He's going to El Paso because his parents took Christopher away because they found him kissing a woman who looked exactly like his dead wife.
T.
Yeah. And so they're like, no, you can't raise a 13-year-old. We're taking him out of here. And so they took him out of there. And now he's going to go to Texas. So what I think is happening is they're going to be apart. And he's going to realize how much he loves Buck.
Yeah.
And that reunion next season's going to be juicy. But Buck adopted a dog this episode because Eddie said he was leaving. And then the dog went to a different family. It's a whole thing because Buck is like a stray dog.
I can't keep up.
Jesus,
can't
it was
keep
so
up.
good fan service. But I will tell you,
And you're doing like C and D plots over there on AO3, so like I don't know where this capacity is. Like I can't keep
so
up.
we go back to Jennifer Love Hewitt, who's still on the phone with this person, and her and Athena Grant are like trying to track down this kidnapper who's killed like 10 women.
Oh my God.
Turns out, spoilers.
Okay.
They think they got him, right?
Okay.
They're like, got him back on the phone, and he's with that woman, and Maddie's like, you can't do it. And he's like, I've got a gun, I'm gonna do it. And she goes, kill yourself. And you know what? He does. He shoots. And then they like arrive, and he's dead on the floor. But the woman is still alive. And they're like, okay, well, he killed, Turns out, it was a setup. Because the lead investigator,
wasn't dead?
the lead investigator on the case,
Okay.
wanted to frame this guy for all of this stuff.
Okay.
And she was setting it up to frame him. And she attacked Maddie at the end of the episode. She was like, I'm sorry. Hit her over the head, gave her some chloroform, and that's where it ended.
Maddie's dead.
No, but she might be dying. Anyways, it's a good 42 minutes of television, I'll tell you that.
Only 42 minutes?
I mean, yeah.
Dear God. Wow, that is a lot. That is a lot. I just don't know, like, my blood pressure can't handle it.
It was a pretty level episode.
Yeah. That's a norm. That's like that's a chill
That was a pretty chill episode.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, the shelter's on fire. Come get the dogs. That's where the dog came from.
This is still chill. Got it.
Yeah, because the kennel caught on fire. Kennel caught on fire.
Get
Kennel caught on fire. And Buck had the rest of the dog. Blah, 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 blah.
Too much. Oh, sorry. There's too much excitement. I'm sorry. It's because I powdered this, and it looks like Coke now, so I have to fix it. I'm a pretty girl. 911 9
What's your emergency?
Okay, I think it's fine.
It looks fine.
Yeah,
it looks fine.
It's fine.
It looks fine.
911 heart attack.
It's so good.
Yeah.
If you're not watching it,
If you're not watching it, I mean, try it out if you're a thrill seeker, I guess.
it's so good. Or you could try out 911 Lone Star because it's, ended. So you could just try that thing.
That's true. That's true. You could just watch.
Oh, you're hot too.
How many seasons of that?
I think there's like 5 or 6. But they're short seasons.
Damn. Yeah, like they're not 24 episodes.
No, they're like, I don't know.
Right.
Not that long.
Right. Got one more hot topic to bring to the table.
Yeah.
Saw a fun little post this morning. This is just the headline. And it says, Army Hammer, quote, I tried Grindr because women are the worst. End quote.
And he holds a goal, I guess, for him.
I guess so. And you know what's wild
What?
is, I mean, I'm sure whoever saw him on there or like when it was finally revealed to be him, because I don't think he's going out there with pics.
You don't
off
think
the bat.
so?
No, I think he's doing blank profile, and I think he's like messaging the people he wanted to start with.
Okay.
And then like messaging with a picture, and then they're like, BS or whatever, and he's like, no, it's really me. You know what I mean? Like I think that's how they do it.
Oh, yeah.
But
I want to know who he was wanting.
right, I want to know who his type is.
I want to
what
know.
he was-
I want to know.
This premise is wild. First of all, what he's saying at the heart of this
Yeah.
is, I can't hook up with women right now because they're afraid of me.
Yeah.
Gay guys are sexually promiscuous and will not think it's weird who I am and what I've done.
Right.
And I'm gonna go find out somebody who's into my kink.
Yeah. That's okay.
That's okay,
Exploring.
but like, if you're not attracted to men in the first place, you're looking on the wrong app. And I will also say, last thing.
It didn't bother any of those politicians.
No, they're not talking about this. Why aren't they talking about Armie Hammer? Switching sides because you hate women? It's not the move, Diva. It's not the move. Because
so
we're not sleeping with
glumpy.
women because we hate them or because
Because they won't say yes. It's because they won't say yes.
to him, correct.
Yes.
Yeah, like we're not homosexuals because we hate women.
I was telling Scott this earlier. I a little grumpy face.
He's a little grumpy. So he's having a hard time.
But I just I think many men are angry, right?
Yeah, whatever.
And I just don't think they know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
So it comes out like, can I put your toe in my pocket and eat on your neck?
Correct. Well, and doesn't know how to like where to put the energy. Like I think it's kind of one of those like he's done too many highs.
Yeah.
And he's kind of seeking the next thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, Diva, I think you're off the planet at this point.
Well, I mean, would you try human?
No.
Not at all.
No.
I think I would.
Like desperate situation, all of that.
No, ethically sourced, like bougie restaurant.
That's funny. No, I think I would be in my head about it.
What do you think it tastes like?
I don't want to know.
Should we call him and ask him?
We should.
You got Grindr on your phone.
We heard
Search
you
him
talk
up.
to gays now, so we've got some questions for you.
Oh, poor Armie Hammer.
Yeah, womp womp.
Used Grindr. Tried. They said he tried. It didn't
Tried
say
it.
he goes with it. I mean, went through with it. You know what I mean?
Tried.
But also, what does that mean? Tried gay sex. What does that
Also,
mean?
it doesn't say tried gay sex. It just said tried grinder.
No, I think it says gay sex.
Let's get the headline right.
To
Army
try
Hammer
gay
used
sex?
Grindr to try gay sex because, quote, women are the winners.
You can't even say it.
I can't.
Do you believe in coincidence or synchronicity?
I believe in coincidence.
You don't believe in synchronicity?
No. Although, I only... Yeah, I don't, because I only think about synchronicity when I'm really frustrated about something.
Oh.
For instance, when I take my trash out, I think I've said this multiple times, and this is such a stupid thing to be angry about. When I take my trash out, and if there's somebody going to the dumpster at the same time as me, I'm like, why me? Like, why did the universe align? There are billions of us, and we're all taking our trash out at different moments in time, and you had to come out here at the exact same moment that I'm doing it. It's not like I'm afraid or ashamed of my trash or what. I'm just like, I don't
want to talk to you.
I didn't want to have an interaction
No,
right now.
I'm taking my trash out.
I'm like, why is this? Why?
It's like you're leaving your house and somebody across the street leaves the house at the same time. Or
Yeah.
somebody next to you. And it's just like...
This is why I don't believe in it, because it bugs me whenever I sense it or that it's coming out. I'm like, this is annoying.
Love that.
I know.
Well, you know, I believe that deja vu is just where all of your different lives converge. So
yeah,
it's
like you have
a
a-
convergence of all of your storylines coming together. Yeah. It's a save point.
That's cool, because they have the similar theory in the Spider-Verse.
Really?
You remember that movie I made you watch?
Morales?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The sequel to it, they get into that, where they're like, they call them canon events.
Oh.
And so, like, across the multiverse, every Spider-Man, or Spider-Person...
Gets bit.
There's that.
Okay.
There's there's several things.
Okay.
One of them is like losing someone very close to them. So a bunch of people like lose their Uncle Ben or their best friend
interesting.
Peter or like
Okay.
something like that. And it's like the same.
Peter is Spider-Man.
Some universes, Peter isn't
That's
Spider-Man.
true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah. But he's like close by,
Yes.
and like somebody was like, yeah, I lost my best friend Peter. And like in this universe, like Peter is Spider-Man. It's great. But then, yeah, it's because like Miles Morales tries to like, and does change a canon event.
Oh.
And apparently when that happens, it like rips apart a universe. So like one universe like dies when you do that. So it's all about them like going across the multiverse and trying to keep things balanced so that like people don't, like universes don't die.
That's very,
very
interesting. Somebody's been reading my diary.
Girl, get into it. The Spider-Verse. I want that last movie bad.
Didn't we watch the second one? I know we watched the first one.
Did you watch the second one?
Who's the bad guy in it?
In the second one?
Yes.
That hot vampire played by, the vampire Spider-Man played by Oscar Isaac.
There's a vampire? Like Venom?
Girl. No, not
Okay,
like,
so obviously
not like
I
that.
haven't
No,
seen
you
him.
haven't. No.
Hotter than the Spider-Man in the sweatpants?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you know what?
What?
Ass. They gave him ass. And he's got that like cartoon like V body, you know what I'm talking about? It's all shoulders.
Yeah.
And yeah, girl, vampire teeth come out.
What?
I know.
Fangs.
Fangs. Oscar Isaac too.
Oscar Isaac. Oscar Isaac. Mm-hmm. Not Pedro Pascal.
This is funny
Night.
because it's
the Moonlight Night.
Moon Knight.
Yeah.
That's funny because you know they're similar in vibe.
They
and
are
a little
similar
bit in
vibe.
look.
They got dark hair,
Look wavy,
smoldery eyes.
Yeah. I see that.
I don't know.
I like Oscar Isaac a lot.
They're all
also
good.
the dad from Dune.
That's right.
When he's naked in that chair. Do you remember when he's like paralyzed? He's like this.
In Dune? Yeah. No. No, I don't remember that.
Too bad.
I mean, you know, there are other things I remember, like
Exactly. Yeah.
the worms,
Those are
the
important.
Ginny Bezoit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage.
With a Ginny
Jenny Bezoit.
I went to her bar mitzvah.
How is
Bar
Jenny?
mitzvah.
Has anyone talked to Jenny lately?
Dead.
Dead.
Speaking of dead,
Who?
Gene Hackman, dead. Morgan Thatcher, dead. What's her name?
Who's Morgan Thatcher?
You know, that one. Liver transplant. Oh, she was in Pretty Little Liars. She's in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Michelle Trachtenberg.
Dead.
Wow.
Ice Princess. What was she in that
Ice
skater movie?
Princess.
Somebody else died recently too.
Wow.
Dolly Parton's husband.
Oh, I
dead.
know. 60 years.
Do you know what he looks
married.
like?
No.
I don't either.
I feel like I saw a picture of him once, and people are like, "There's only one out there." Like he's never at the events or anything like that.
No,
he's just like very
wanted to be able to go fishing and not be recognized.
good for him.
Good for him, I guess.
I love that. Related to somebody famous, so you get all the perks without the like.
What famous person would you want to be related to?
Julia Roberts.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Ooh, scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
You like that though. You got to have a little risk involved in your family. You're like, it's not a holiday event unless somebody's screaming.
Oh man, yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis probably up there.
That makes sense.
Oh, or Sarah Michelle Gellar would be great.
Her and Freddie still strong. Yeah,
Still strong.
That's cool.
Doing dishwasher commercials.
That's cute.
It is cute.
I like that.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
They're rebuffing that.
I
They're
Know What You Did
rebuffing the
Last
Buffy.
Summer. They're doing that too, but they're also doing I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Crazy. No new ideas.
I heard that somebody on the writing staff of 911 has an AO3 account and plucks ideas. And I said, listen.
When you start seeing your shit up there,
Listen.
that is so funny
Well,
because you know it's going to happen.
Well, and you know that my story starts when Eddie has already moved to El Paso and he's supposed to be gone.
Girl, they're farming.
And so if season 9 starts with them doing the birds,
You need
I'm
to
gonna
sue.
flip.
You need to sue. You need to be like, this is my story. I published it on
this
this
is my
date.
story from
Yeah.
which I stole from,
No.
what's his name? Evan Hunter, who stole it from Daphne du Maurier.
Fan fiction is totally acceptable
Oh,
when they do it and make money off of it and don't credit the author.
Just invite me to set.
Would you take that?
Yeah.
That's it. No writing credit. You don't want the checks or anything. Just one day on set. One short day.
I always wanted to see the Emerald City.
The funny thing about that is, it's like you would get some stakes in your head. You're like, halfway through the day, you're like, this isn't enough. You're like, I gotta steal somebody's underwear. Like, I gotta get out of here with something like worthwhile.
That is true.
Yeah.
I would be upping the ante.
Yeah.
It would be pretty good. Well, you know they're going to do, well, these are the rumors. They're trying to do 911 Nashville, and they're actually going to film in Nashville.
Okay, wait, they don't film in these other cities?
No.
It's all
Well, they
LA.
film in Los Angeles.
Well,
but
all film in Los
let's
Angeles.
see. Houston, I think they lived in Houston. Austin. No, they lived in Austin. Clearly Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
they
what
were
does
out
Austin
in Van
look like? I
Nuys.
don't know.
Well, yeah, deserty.
Yeah.
But those, they were
Tennessee, you
chicken.
can't- you
They were
can't-
chicken. They were chicken. They were chicken. Didn't get out there to that Texas.
Yeah, the fuck? We don't want any of that queer stuff around here.
They need to do 911 St. Louis.
And it's
911,
them
what's your
constantly
emergency?
fighting with
Potholes.
with the
Oh.
state of Missouri to like become like a state police force in the city.
Oh, love that. No,
No. But you didn't, did you?
but you didn't, Leah, did you?
No.
No, you didn't read. What's she doing right now?
Jamie or Leah?
Leah. Not reading.
Yeah.
She's like, I can't read that script today.
Do you think that she does vocal warm-ups every day?
Oh, in the shower. Absolutely.
She, like, job or not?
I think she's in there belting, Mama who bore me.
Every
Does she
day.
sing that?
Yeah, that's her.
What's the other big song in that show?
I mean, there's a few.
Okay, what's a good one?
I like Totally Fucked.
Oh, that's not her song, though.
No. You mean one of hers?
Yeah.
Oh.
What's a girl song?
Oh. Well, she's not on that one, is she? The one where they're all talking about sexual abuse?
I don't know the show very well.
I can't think of it right now.
Okay, well, yeah, I think she does.
Me too.
While eating a hot dog.
In the shower. She does something weird like that.
You think?
She's like, this is just for me.
Yeah. Did you watch those Emma Roberts videos where she was taking someone around her house, and she's like, these are the dolls that I like?
No.
And she has like a collection of dolls.
Were they any good?
They were like Barbies and stuff. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
I like a good doll collection.
I like Emma Roberts.
I like Emma Roberts. And
Julia
full
Roberts.
circle.
You know, well, because when you said that, my first thing was like, oh yeah, I would kill to be Jill Roberts. And then...
Jill
Is that her name?
Roberts.
What's her name?
Julia.
No. Emma Roberts.
Yes.
Who's Jill Roberts? That's a real person. That's got to be a real person.
Is that like her mom or something?
Probably.
Like Julia's sister?
No,
Julia and Jill.
No, you know what it is? Jill is her name in the Scream movie.
That's funny. That's funny.
Speaking of which, the killer from Scream 6 won an Oscar.
Who's that?
She won the Oscar for Best Actress. Lenora.
That was her.
That was her.
You're right.
Yeah.
And that's where I know her from, too.
Yeah.
Wait, was that 5 or 6? That was 5.
That was 5.
That was the one with Jack Quaid.
That was 5.
Yeah. That was a good one.
They're all good.
She's crazy pretty.
Oh, yeah.
Like, crazy pretty.
She reminds me, she kind of looks like Molly to me, who we're going to
Yes,
the art
a little
show.
bit. I see that. It's the eyes.
It's the eyes.
Yeah.
It's very here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Good for
Apparently
her.
got to go see that movie. Although I did hear, or read, I think Neon is their production company.
Okay, yeah.
And it was like, you know, a relatively cheap movie. It got this whole hype because it was like indie.
They filmed at Brighton Beach.
And did they?
Yeah, somebody said, thank you, Brighton Beach.
Cool. And don't know where that is.
It's in New York.
Oh,
Brighton Beach Memoirs, Neil Simon.
I don't know. Anyway, and it was like, I don't know, let's say like a $6 million movie.
That's it. Wow.
The production company spent like $18 million on this Oscar campaign alone. And those are not the right numbers, but who cares? But
Why do
like,
you have to spend money on an Oscar campaign anyway?
wild. Well, it was one of the differences they did say, and I was like, I have to agree with this. And if I worked there, I would suggest the same thing.
Okay.
The screeners,
Yeah.
they were like, they sent out physical ones this year.
Okay.
Just from Menorah. And like everybody else does like little digital passcodes and stuff now. They're like, and they sent it in a box that unfolded with like a bunch of production images. And they're like, we want you to see the story. And I was like, you know what?
That's what they did.
That shit fucking gets me.
Yeah.
And like, if you put the time in there and you're trying to sell like
Yes.
a fucking story
Yes.
to me like that, yeah, that
Everyone
works.
loves to get mail.
Well, and then all of a sudden, yes. Like if it's fun and different, like
Right.
obviously not a bill.
Or
But-
jury duty. Did you know that Scott got summoned for jury duty next week?
Pause. Got to go back to that. Anyway, yeah, special. And then
Yeah.
it's out there on your counter if you're like, I don't know, busy. And then you're like, oh yeah, we got to check this out. And
Yeah.
like, you know, you're flipping through the images. Yeah, it's all good. Jury duty.
I'm so mad. It came
Why
in
are
the
you
mail.
mad?
I want to be on jury so bad.
Do you really?
Well, you know, I went.
I am terrified. I don't want to do it.
So I was summoned in New York once. I didn't make the cut because I was leaving to go to Joplin the week that they were going to have the thing. And I was like, no, I'm leaving, which makes me mad because I probably would have served on that jury and I want to jury. But nothing like bad. I just want to like, you know,
Can't pick them.
bank fraud or something.
Can't pick.
Okay.
All of a sudden, you're on the news. You're the runaway jury.
Yeah, he's going next week.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I'm mad.
I would do it, obviously. I would do my public service.
Yeah.
But I have this much desire to do it.
Really?
Because I just hate the system so much
Well,
that, like, there's never, and I don't know.
I understand that there's like a sense of guilt associated with it, right? If
Yeah, like
you
you're
know-
deciding on people's lives and or how they will be tortured in the future. Like, I get that doing crime is wrong. Don't get me wrong. But like our prison justice system, system is terrifying and awful. And we incarcerate more people than any other country in the world.
You know why?
No.
Labor.
And we then do prison labor, which is slave labor. Yeah, it's all very scary to me. And that's why, like, I don't want to do it.
I want to do it so bad. You know, my mother was on the grand jury for 6 months.
So, did she every day?
No, I think she went for 2 days once a month.
2 free meals a day?
Well, she had to drive to Springfield.
2 free meals a week, yeah.
Yeah. And,
That sucks. Did they pay her gas and stuff? They got to pay
don't-
for all of that.
I don't know
They
exactly.
got to pay you while you're out, right?
Well, you
from
only
work.
get like $16 a day or something.
Crazy. Double minimum wage, though.
Wow.
Oh, a day. Never mind.
Yeah, you don't get very much.
The fuck?
How
is that supposed to, like, how is somebody supposed to, like, take 6 months off?
She didn't take 6 months off.
But you know what I mean? Like, those
Sure.
2 days or whatever, like,
Yeah.
I guess your work pays for
Your
all
work
that.
has to. I mean, some jobs, I think, I don't know, I think it depends on the job.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, no. I mean, like, my work would, but, like, I doubt McDonald's is paying anybody
Right.
to go on jury duty
Right.
for 6 months.
No.
Yeah, it's all bad. Well, I also just fear that, like, I would want to, like, step back
Yeah.
and not be too involved. And then the minute I say something, people will be like, you're right. We have to kill them. And I'm like, shit, no!
Well, you know, you forgot about clue number 32, and they're like, you're right.
You're right.
Hang them.
And then it's on me. No.
No.
I would be the one gunking it up. I'd be like, y'all are not being considerate enough here. Y'all are not thinking about how this person... And they're going to be like, you're just looking out for the criminal.
Oh, I'd be
I
the
mean?
conspiracy theorist.
You're adding too much
owl
extra shit.
did
And
it,
they're like,
yes.
there's literally no evidence of that whatsoever. You're like,
No,
listen.
Listen, the owl came into the
You have to
house
be
and
dismissed
knocked her
like
down
a
the stairs.
mid-trial. Scary, though. I hope you can't see down in my pussy. It's been out this whole time.
Girl,
No, you're fine.
you know what Gaga said to me when I told her, I don't know what I'm wearing yet? And she was like, I hope it's not Bimbo Cheerleader.
The tea, the shade, the born in the game of it all. The fact that she's trying to say something genuine and it comes off so shady.
I was like,
Hope you
what
don't
if it
do the
is? What if it is? What if it is?
She's Michelle on the judging panel saying, like, I'm tired of the H&M. I'm tired of the bimbo bubblegum bullshit. We want to see something else. Give us more variety.
That's so
I love that.
funny.
Can you do goth next week? Can we switch?
Well, it's really sad that I got rid of that black dress because a black dress would have been nice to wear tonight, but I think that's kind of boring.
it's also a little fancy. I feel like we're going to get there and we're going to be
Hawaiian
the
shirts.
best dressed people there, even if we're doing a little casual.
What you see is what you get.
Oh, what you get is a lot.
But this is fake, this is fake, this is fake. So what you see is not what you get.
Speak for yourself. Wow. Well, I think that's probably good for now.
Remember to wear green this coming Friday.
Is it St. Patrick's?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Or you'll get pinched.
By us. Coming for you. Remember, be nice to yourself.
Be nice to others.
Be nice to others.
Be nice to yourself.
Be nice to the environment.
Oh, yeah. Don't be doing whippets.
What?
Whippets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad for the environment.
Close that fridge door. Fluorocarbons.
Fluorocarbons?
You know what I'm talking about.
What's a fluorocarbon?
Fluorocarbon.
Fluorocarbon.
Yeah, taking out the ozone.
If the ozone disappears, will we just fly up into the air?
Suffocate first. Maybe burn up first, actually. I think the UV rays are the things that are most... That's holding it bay. Sleep well.
Wow. The sun's gonna explode in 5 billion years.